Hi ladies, and welcome to episode 33 of our weekly retailer review. And this week we're going to look at Jacqui-E, and we're going to look at her by style, personality, colour palette, dress code and body shape to see if Jacqui-E is right for you. What I say to everyone is never discount anywhere when it comes to shopping, because you don't know what gem you're going to find. I literally shop everywhere from Target, Big W, Dotty, through to, your higher end brands and everywhere in between. Because if the piece is perfect for you, then it's going to work in your wardrobe. And that's what we want. We want pieces that are from lots of different places so that you are creating a collection that is unique for you, not that you've just looked like you've walked out of the latest campaign of a particular brand. So Jacqui-E has been around for over 50 years now, formerly known as Jacqueline-E, which changed over in 1996 when the Just Group also purchased it, early 2000s, I think. So it is part of the Just Group, which includes Just Jeans, Portmans, Dotty, etc. So Jacqui-E has been dressing women for a very, very long time. And in particular, focusing on that, I guess, smart casual through to workwear. They're very good when it comes to staple work pieces, both your smart business, your formal, and then also event wear as well. So more into that cocktail rather than formal, but into that event wear too. So if I was to describe the overall vibe, I would say that Jacqui-E is quite elegant, with feminine touches coming through and, great tailoring with feminine touches as well. So that really gives you a little bit of a clue in terms of style, personality. So what we're looking at is elegant. And the reason I say elegant is because of the use of, even though we're going quite neutral with like our pants and our skirts and our dresses, shorts even, what I would say is that there is a lot of use of richer, colour as well. So classics tend to very much stick to neutrals, whereas elegance will bring in those beautiful reds and greens and blues and purples and plums and pinks, rusts and olives and things like that too. So that's why the elegant comes in. And there's also a little bit more of that softer blousing and softer fabrics as well. The feminine is definitely in Jacqui-E because it is through the print and pattern and also some of that feminine ruffle detail as well, which you'll see in some of the favourites that I show you. And then, of course, it completely works for your classics as well because we've got that sort of suited and booted or tailored look too. I'd also like to make give a special shout out for the naturals as well, especially in this season's collection. We're seeing a lot of linen and natural fibres come through with Jacqui-E too. When it comes to colour palette, I would say predominantly Jacqui-E does cater for those with a cool or blue-based colour palette. So we see a lot of that come through. Now, that doesn't mean you won't find some warmer neutrals in here, and from season to season, I'll have pops of those warmer colours coming through too. However, I would say predominantly we are looking at those cooler tones. So if you are someone who is a cool and clear or cool and muted or any variation of that, then this is the place for you. When it comes to body shape, it really does cater for all. However, I would say that this is a little bit of triangle heaven. And we haven't had much triangle heaven before this. And as a triangle, I know how important it is to find a store that works for you. And the reason I say that is because it's really great in terms of having some extra fabric around the bottom and thigh area, which is often where we need some extra fabric for triangle body shapes. The other shape that I think it's really good for as well is actually rectangles for dresses, because a lot of their dresses are actually raised waist, and I find a lot of rectangles actually have a raised waist. So when you're trying to find a dress that sits on the waist, it's actually cutting it a wider part for you. So, and it's also great if you're someone who wants to skim over the tummy area as well. A raised waist is fantastic. When it comes to sizing, we're looking at a size 6 to 18. I would say that Jacqui-E is a little bit generous in terms of their sizing. So you might find that you might need to go down a size as well in Jacqui-E. So it's just playing around with that and depending on the cut of the piece too. When it comes to dresses, we're starting at $89.95. For pants, we're starting at $89.95. Tops are from $39.95 and coats and jackets from $99.95. And you'll actually notice that they do have a special promotion on at the moment when we take a look at the favourites. So I'll talk you through that too. So Jacqui-E have stores across Australia and New Zealand. They are available online as well. They do deliver. So it's $9.95 for your standard delivery here in Australia. It's $14.99 for express delivery in Australia. It's $15 for New Zealand deliveries, and I think it's around $30 if you want to ship internationally further afield than that. They do have 21-day returns, so you can actually, anything that you purchase in store, you will need to return in store. However, if you purchase online, you can return in store or online by return post. However, you do need to pay for that return shipping, unless the goods are faulty. So let's have a look at some of my favourites because I have a few. So first up, we have the Cindy Notch Popover. So it is a dark blue chambray. And I think it's in a cotton. Let me just double check that. No, it's lyocell, which is a mixed blend. However, it does feel really lightweight like cotton as well, and it's in that beautiful chambray blue. And look, any of you who are in our 35 Plus Wear to Shop Facebook group, which you can pop on over to, you'll notice that I did showcase that this particular top there because it is a winner. And the reason it is a winner is because it's a brilliant neutral to have in your wardrobe. And I know a lot of us have printed skirts and pants and things like that, and often we'll pair it with a white or a black. That's our sort of default to go to. However, this dark blue chambray, which will work for most colour palettes, is actually a really good neutral. So it's doing something that's a little bit different rather than your stock standard black or white with a print or pattern. And equally, it goes well with any of your neutrals. You can see here they've actually paired it with white jeans, but you'll notice that they've got a blush and a soft blue pant as well at Jacqui-E at the moment, which is in a slim leg, which is brilliant. It goes beautifully with that, and also any of your sort of navies, khakis. You know how I feel about putting things with black. You put colour with colour rather than with black. So the other thing that I really, really like about this top is the sleeve. I just want to see if it's got a little bit of a better example here. And what I want you to notice is that the sleeve is cut on an angle. And that does two awesome things when it comes to dressing for your body shape. One, it creates width across the shoulder line and bust, more the shoulder line here because it's actually making the bust appear perkier because it's cut on an angle. So if you are someone who is trying to create an inverted triangle shape, or you're looking to create an hourglass shape, then that really helps you do that. The other thing that a sleeve on an angle will do as well is also make your arm appear narrower as well. So just a little hint there with that. So dark blue chambray in our Cindy Notch popover top, really great relaxed boxing and soft style that is very, very versatile. The next one that I wanted to show you is the Alex V-neck print blouse, which is in a peony rose. And I wanted to show you this because it's showcasing, I guess, Jacqui-E's little bit more feminine vibe here. So again, we're seeing that cut of the sleeve, which has like a little bit more of a flutter sleeve through there, a gorgeous V-neck. Again, it's a boxy and soft cut, so it's not fitted to semi-fitted. So if you are going to wear it with a skirt, I would do a magic tuck or tuck it in. If you're wearing it with skinny pants, you can completely let it loose because it will create more of that inverted triangle shape. For those of you who have a C cup or more in terms of bust size, just keep an eye out for where the sleeve hits on your bust line, because where your sleeve finishes is what will appear wider. So for some of us, like me, I do want my bust to appear wider. So for me, finishing on the bust line is brilliant. For others where you want to not finish there or widen the bust, then probably go for something that's cut more on an angle, like our Cindy notch top, or something that's a little bit longer, so into your 3/4 sleeves there. Next up, I wanted to show you dresses, because this is where we're getting into dresses that can be used for more evening or cocktail. And this is our Kira sleeveless ruffle wrap dress. And what I love about this dress is it comes in lots of different colours. So we've got our red, we've also got our black, but we've also got 2 printed patterns. And what is great about the print or pattern is it does make it a little bit more casual, or maybe barbecue, garden party, race wear, that type of thing. Whereas our block colour does make it a little bit more evening. What I love about this particular dress is where it cuts around the waist. It is going to be super flattering if you have a raised waist, or if you're looking to skim over the tummy area because of the ruching that is there. So it is a super flattering dress for all body shapes, so definitely worth a try. If you're someone who struggles to get dresses because of waist, this is a really good one to try there and give a go. The other dress I wanted to show you, and I saw this one on the weekend with my client as well, and it wasn't quite right for her, shape-wise, absolutely, fitted perfectly. However, this is an important thing to remember. It wasn't her style personality. It was probably a little bit too feminine in the shape for her because of the slight A-line skirt. So it's just remembering, even if something fits perfectly, it doesn't necessarily mean that is going to be right for you, because if it's not your style personality, you're never going to wear it. So it was brilliant for her in terms of cut, colour, shape, all of that. However, it wasn't her style personality. If you are someone who is classic, elegant and feminine, however, this is going to be spot on, because we're creating that hourglass shape for you through the waist. It is slightly raised waist, this one. So just if you do naturally have a raised waist, just keep an eye on that one for you. And what you want to do here is you probably want to just check the sleeve again with this one. And look, if the sleeve isn't quite right, it isn't a difficult job just to take the sleeve up, just a fraction, to make it really work for you, or cut it on the angle as well. But really gorgeous dress that could be used for work, weekend social events, race wear, things like that. Absolutely gorgeous. And the linen fabric is really, really beautiful and nice to feel as well. The other dress that was actually quite a success on the weekend was our Harley Holiday Popover. And so this isn't a navy dress, but also comes in this gorgeous print too. So if the navy is a little bit dark for you, this gorgeous festive geo print is also brilliant too. Now, what I love about this is it's got an adjustable waist in terms of where you sit it, and also how tight you go with it as well. And something fun that we did with this particular dress on the weekend, because it is a straighter cut, so it doesn't show the waist until you actually use the tie on it. But just like a trench coat, you can actually tie it at the back. So it can come forward in the belt loops, but then wrap it around the back and tie at the back. So at the front, you're not having any tie there as a feature, but what it happens is by just pulling it slightly at the back, you're getting that shaping through the waist to create that hourglass shape with this dress. And if you're someone who prefers something that's a little bit more boxy and soft and straighter, then you actually don't need to use the belt at all, and you could cut the belt loops off as well. So that's the great Harley Holiday pop over there, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I have a lot of clients, and I'm noticing I'm just changing it over to the milk colour here just because the other colour is out of stock in most sizes. But I have a lot of clients where, you work in air conditioning. So, it might be 30-something degrees outside. However, it's a little bit chillier possibly in the office. And so you are looking for something to throw on to keep you a little bit warmer, but also you might feel like you need to be a little bit more formal when going into meetings and you need a jacket, especially if you're wearing something sleeveless. Now, the trick with that is when you're wearing it with pants, the length of jacket doesn't matter so much. You can work with varying lengths depending on the cut of the pant. So the skinnier the pant, I think you can go longer with the jacket. The wider the pant, I generally say you want to go a little bit shorter. With dresses and skirts, what I do find is that you do want to go a little bit shorter. So either high hip, waist is a great area to finish with a jacket. Otherwise, what happens is I find it looks a little bit too boxy. And for most of us, we are, with a skirt or a dress, looking to create that hourglass shape or inverted triangle shape. So I do highly recommend checking out Jacqui-E for great staples when it comes to jackets here. So just a reminder, this is a 3/4 textured crop jacket. And what's also great about it is it's got the crop sleeves as well. So again, gives it a little bit more of that relaxed vibe too. The other thing to note with this jacket as well is it does actually have some darts and seaming through the front panels and also through, if I can see it here, the back as well. So it gives a little bit more shape. It doesn't have buttons on it, so you're not going to get that cinched in look. So just be mindful of that, because if you see this herringbone trim crop jacket over here, it doesn't have as much in terms of darts and seaming through it. So therefore what happens is it is a little bit squarer. So just being mindful of that as well. You don't want to look too boxy on top when you are going for something with a dress or a skirt. You want it to have that little bit of that tapering and cinching so that it keeps that hourglass shape there. But last but not least, I wanted to show you the Natalie Relaxed Linen Short. And look, as a woman who had not until last season worn shorts probably in about 10 years, and look, the reason for it was because, you know, my legs are pretty wide. So when I actually wear shorts, I usually blind people. They need to wear sunglasses. And I hadn't found the right pair of shorts that didn't make me look short-legged to start with, so made my bottom half look shorter, or made my legs look flattering. And so when I found a pair of Jacqui-E shorts last year, I bought 2 and I have lived in them and I have loved them. And the secret with the short is actually not to go too long, because what can often happen is it can shorten our leg. So going for a short, and I know this could be feeling a little bit controversial, but going for a shorter short, and where I'm sort of aiming for is sort of your mid-thigh area. And what you'll find is, for most of us, we'll have this spot on our leg where it naturally curves in the thigh. That's where you want it to finish. And even better, if it has something that you can slightly roll up or down to get the length right, then you're on a winner. So they've got a beautiful military green here. It is in a soft linen, which is gorgeous. It is a more relaxed fit, but you can see it's quite a straight cut here, which is really great. And for me, anything that has an elasticated waist, is that showing my agelessness perhaps? Anything that's got an elasticated waist, I find is super comfortable, and I love the casual wear. So they are just a few of my favourites. So I love Jacqui-E. I have a lot of wins, and so does Christy with our clients at Jacqui-E. And I've had a lot of wins personally there as well. And like, I shop everywhere, and my style personality isn't necessarily feminine or classic either. So like I said, it's always checking out and trying somewhere new just to add a little bit of freshness into your wardrobe. So if you'd like to find out more retailers that are going to be perfect for you based on your style, personality, colour palette, dress code and body shape, hop on over to 35pluswheretosshop.com, where you can download our free retail guide. We've got 90 retailers in there that you can work out which ones are going to be right for you. I'd also love to invite you over to our 35 Plus Where to Shop Facebook group, where we have almost 1,000 women helping each other out, finding the perfect pieces for them. And they would love to help you too. And maybe you've got some great shops that you'd like to share with us too. See you next week for episode 34. Catch you then. Bye.